Did you have an issue with the shootout goal by Raymond Counting? Have you looked at it?
I have looked at it, and I guarantee you ask them, they're going to say it's a good goal. And to me, it looks a little questionable because it looks like he does take a step backwards. And to me, it looks like the puck is moving backwards. But yes, and I'm sure they'll say it's a good goal. But there's other, that's not the only goal that's scored like that.
Yeah. Are you surprised they didn't at least look at it?
I think they do. I think they look at every goal.
I'm sorry?
I think they look at every goal.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, delayed relay or replay, sorry.
Yeah, no. Well, I was trying to get their attention, but nobody was moving.
You speak to the way you played in the first two periods. It seemed like you leaned on Bobrovsky quite a bit.
We played just parts of the first two periods. Our third period was really good. I liked the fact that our mentality and our attitude was to win the hockey game. It was a 1-1 game, and we were playing to win. We were on our toes, and to me, for the last period, they were just holding on. And they had a couple shifts in our offensive zone, but prior to that, the first two periods, we were defending. It reminded me a lot of the game in Minnesota, where we spent very little time in their zone. We weren't winning any battles in the offensive zone to spend time in their zone, and they were on us in our defensive zone. And all we could do was just get the puck out into the neutral zone, and it came right back in.
Todd, what did you think of Brandon tonight in the return?
Well, his energy and his speed was good. I think the timing aspect, and he got caught out there on the penalty kill in the second, and he wasn't alone because the other three guys, and it was a bit of a clinic that they were putting on. But it makes you spin a little bit, and I think again that's just lack of reps and losing your timing and recognition of responsibility. But he was fine.
Todd, this team, after 5 straight wins, to just get the 1 point at home, I mean, is 5 wins any sort of cushion for this team right now? Or
What a cushion?
Well, I mean, you want to get 2 at home, right? Every home game. You want to get 2 every game. But to get 1 point at home to open the stretch of 5, I mean, do you feel like the 10 points you got previously allows you a little bit of a cushion?
To me, I think we got somewhat what we deserved tonight because we didn't play a full 60-minute game. And you can go back and there's going to be ups and downs throughout a game where they're going to have some momentum and we're going to have some momentum. But tonight they carried it for a good portion of the first 2 periods. They were on top of us. They were out skating us. They were out battling us. And we played really good in the third. And I like that we were playing to win. But you can't win in this league if you're only playing 20-plus minutes because we had little spots here and there where we were pretty good. And we were fortunate to get it to overtime, I thought, or at least coming into the third period at 1-1. Because I thought they generated opportunities, generated chances. Bobby was very good. We competed. It wasn't because of lack of effort. I think they cranked it up a little bit. We looked a little bit tired, a little bit sluggish. They were beating us to loose pucks. They were winning the races and winning battles. But I again, look at that, and we weren't at our best, but we didn't break. And to me, that's a real positive, too, is, you know what, when you aren't good, because it's going to happen some nights. When you aren't good, you buckle down. Your goalie's got to be good. But we competed. We blocked some shots. We did those types of things that allowed us to get to the third period and allowed us to get the point. But, again, when you're looking to get 2 in this league and games are tough, again, we got to get good for 60 minutes.
Todd, with the second change here at home against Vancouver twice now, you've had Johansson's line out against the Sedins almost exclusively. Tell me how comfortable you are with him, and what does that say about his progress that he's checking the Sedin line?
Well, it's Joey, but it's also his 2 wingers, and trusting them. But Joey spends a lot of time down low, and what I like about Joey is his size versus some bigger forwards down low. And Joey's still young; he's got a lot of growing to do. But I thought he competed well against the Sedins and they make it really difficult. They're very unique in how they play and the challenges. And Burrows fits right in because he's played with those guys long enough now, where he knows what he needs to do, and I think he can recognize when plays are going to happen and where he needs to get to out on the ice. And this is a great growing experience for Joey. a young kid that again, you got to trust your players. You got to put them in situations where, they may have a little bit of failure, but, you got to give them a chance to succeed.
Todd, how recently did this become a club that could not have its best 60 minutes and still come away with a point against Vancouver? Is it something that's happened, something that you guys have acquired during this point streak, or earlier than that, or?
When I look back, I don't remember us playing, some of it had to do with the way Vancouver was playing too, as poorly. And again, to me, we just looked tired. And it reminded me of the Minnesota game. I can't remember the last time we looked like we did for the first two periods. And when I saw us in the third, that reminded me a lot of how we've been playing. Our identity of getting in on top of them, forechecking them hard, and cycling the puck and creating some chances. So again, disappointed somewhat, but I still think there's some good things that we can take out of that first 40. That we didn't have our best stuff. We didn't break. Third period, and we got it to overtime. And to me, again, we were playing to win the game.
I know you like to recognize individual milestones. Do you bring up to the team at all that this sets a new mark for point streak for the Blue Jackets, or no?
Possibly. These overtime losses, shootout losses they wear on you because, everyone considers it a loss. The questions I get is, you've lost 3 in a row, or when they go to shootouts. And so it becomes kind of a negative thing when you have earned a point. I don't know if I bring anything up about the past or the history.